Tired of the everyday grind? Want to get away from it all? Descend into paradise. Florida.
Greetings, everybody, from sunny Florida. Here's wishing you the best of everything. And it's my personal belief that the best of everything comes from right down here.
Well, hey everybody, this is Steph from JustADayInParadise.com, and thanks for tuning into this week's episode of Just a Podcast in Paradise. Me and the Dip crew love living in the Sunshine State, and it's our goal to help you plan for your very own day in paradise. Follow along as we explore the Keys, theme park, springs, and everything in between. If you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button so we can notify you when our new episodes are live. Also, be sure to follow the links in our show notes to dive even deeper in the discussion and fun after the show. As you know, we're always going to have a drink with you, and today we're enjoying an out-of-this-world cocktail that I'm calling the Bright Suns. We're ready if you are, so kick up your feet, throw on your shades, set your blasters to stun, and let's take a trip to paradise. Hi guys.
That was a good one.
Bright Suns. Bright Suns to you.
Bright Suns to you.
Bright Suns. Yeah.
And also to you.
And also with you.
Put the blasters on stun because
you
we
get
ain't
it?
killing anyone
Yeah.
tonight.
So the producer informed me that it is not May the 4th today, but it was May the 4th this week.
Yeah, it was. I think we just couldn't kind of get together. To
Right.
where we
You know
could
what I
do
mean?
it on
This
the day,
is our show. These are our rules. First of all, we're in paradise. It's island time.
And
Yeah.
there was also Revenge of the Fifth, so
right.
it's just a Star
So
Wars
it's really
kind of
just
week.
Exactly,
a
which
weekly
is-
celebration.
Spoiler alert, my favorite Star Wars movie.
Revenge of the Sith.
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah, it's your favorite. Mine's Empire Strikes Back.
That's number 2.
Mine is the Ewok side movie.
Have you ever seen it?
Yes, of course I
I
have.
thought you
Megan's
just
like,
said the
I like
cover.
Clone Wars season 2,
What's it
episode
called
4.
when they do their own side thing? It's got a
A
different name.
spinoff?
Yeah,
Don't-
Ewok spinoff. That's
Yeah.
my favorite.
Don't ever talk crap about Clone Wars.
I've never seen it, so I can't speak to it.
So good.
Okay, so if you couldn't tell, we're
In the Star Wars spirit.
in the Star Wars. We're in a galaxy far, far away right now as we record this
long time
episode.
ago. It's
called
A long
Naples,
time ago. Well, it's actually now,
For us.
but it is.
it'll
But
be
for
a
you
long
guys
time ago for
listening,
you.
by the time the broadcast gets to you,
Right.
it
And
will
gets to
have
travel
been
through light speed.
right.
and,
Exactly.
You know how it works.
You get it. You know the deal.
It makes perfect sense.
This
based in
podcast is the biggest hunk of junk in the galaxy. I think it's safe to say. You
This
get it?
podcast?
More jokes.
Oh, like the
I got
Millennium
Star Wars
Falcon?
jokes for days. I'm wearing. You can't see this, but I'm wearing a really cool Star Wars shirt right now.
Yeah. If we were actually recording like video wise, I'd wear
One day
mine,
we
but,
will.
you know.
Yeah, but today's not the day. But we're just going to
Next year.
describe everything we see to you. So first of all, Megan's forehead's
Yeah, I'm like
Megan
trying
got
not to peel
Megan's
my forehead
nervous,
as we
scratching at her forehead. Megan, what happened? Why don't you give, like, maybe we should do. Hold on.
Tips and dip.
Tips and dip.
Tips and dip.
Tips and dip. Tips and dip.
Such good sound.
So
It's so good. So hold on. So let's do. We're coming up on summertime. At least it feels like it.
It's summer.
It's summer. They say it's spring, but it was 98 degrees today. So Megan, why don't you give us some tips and dip for not to have what happened to your forehead happen to our friends' foreheads?
So if you go to the beach and it's pretty windy, so it doesn't feel that hot, and you're like, I don't need to put on sunscreen right away. I'll get a little base tan and then I'll apply sunscreen.
Right.
That's a really bad idea.
That doesn't make any sense.
No.
I feel
apply
like
it
if
right
anything,
away.
you just locked in the cancer.
Yeah.
You know, just sealed it right
I
in.
burned really bad.
Yeah.
I
and
burned 2,
Not like that.
but I put it
forehead
on my
is,
face.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's having a
It's
tough
bad.
week.
It's really bad.
It's different. It's like textures. It's like cobbled.
It's got a lot going on.
Yeah.
I put makeup on it over today, and it just looked like I had like a flesh-eating virus underneath my makeup.
My thighs were
kinda
hurting. My thighs were hurting.
Ooh, yeah,
I
that went up
had
high.
a feet burn. That sucked.
Like the tops of your feet?
Yeah, that always sucks.
Wow. I put a lot of, because I don't use sunscreen except on my face, my ears, my forehead, the tip of my nose, but I put a lot of tanning oil on my feet and toenails.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Toenails.
Like specifically my toenails.
Do you paint
I
it on?
feel like, no, I just really heavily spray it, like so my toes are sopping wet.
I have questions.
I feel like, you start to dry out at the extremities and then work your way in. So I like to really moisten my phalanges. You know?
Love that
All right,
word.
let's go
That's
back
a
to
good
Star
word.
Wars.
Yeah, anyway. Phalange sounds
Well,
like a
when
Star
you're
Wars
on
word.
bat too, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
You really want to moisten your phalanges. So, as you may have noticed, we used a otherworldly salutation when we opened the podcast today. We said bright suns. Garrett, why did we say bright suns to each other, which is also the name of our cocktail?
It's a salutation. It's a term of good fortune.
Right. Good morrow, sir, or bright suns if I'm on Batu.
Yeah.
Or rising moons if it's the evening.
If it's the evening, yeah, you're just like, yo, what's up? Rising
moons.
suns.
No.
Bright suns. Right. That's if it's the after. If it's high noon, you say rising suns. Before we get into where the heck Batu is and what we're talking about, let's talk about the cocktail.
Yeah.
Yes.
I already drank mine.
Yeah,
so it was
so good that Garrett's is gone. So Megan, do you know what's in it? Do you want to tell us what's in it?
I'm going to guess.
Okay.
I do have an idea.
Okay.
So I know we got a tangerine juice.
We did.
We have tequila. And it's rimmed with a black ant salt.
Correct. By our
Bugs.
boy
We have
Gustavo
bugs.
Ortega Oyarzun.
Yeah, if you listen to our last episode, we also was it the last one?
It was one of them.
No,
It wasn't the last one. 2 episodes ago.
2 episodes ago. The first of like the food two-parter. We did a tortilla ash salt from Art of Drink. NYC.
That was also really good.
Very good. And now we've got the black ant salt, which sounds kind of scary because it's got actual ants in it.
Actual
It does.
ants, yep.
But it's also got some brown sugar and some spices, and it's good.
It's
I'm not
delicious.
afraid of
Yeah.
ants.
Also inside the beverage itself, we have muddled jalapeno, fresh grated ginger, and agave. So it's kind of like a Star Wars margarita.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it kind of reminded me of Batu because you have that like orange earthy color, and then the black ant salt
A little
kind of
Tatooine, too.
reminds
Yeah,
me.
I get that.
Black
And
Spire
Jakku as well.
outpost.
Jakku.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm just
I feel like
saying a
Star
bunch of
Wars,
different-
like the planets on the outer rim, are very dry.
Yeah.
They're essentially
it's like
just
outer rim,
deserts.
kind of like the ghetto of
Maybe
of the planets.
it's like the unmoistened.
I mean, have
feet
you seen
of
Tatooine? It's
the
all
galaxy.
slaves
Yeah,
and,
it's like
and gambling.
yeah, it's like a tough. It's like the farmland. It's like well, not even farmland. It's like the
It's
I don't even
desolate.
know. Yeah,
there's
desolate.
not many
Yeah.
moisture farms.
There's-
Moisture farms.
Is that a
There's,
thing?
Yeah, that's where Luke's.
He's from a moisture farm.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Real estate's real
Did they
cheap
say
out there,
that? They
'cause
flat
yeah.
out say
Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru run a moisture farm.
what?
Yeah,
moisturized.
Did you know this?
No, I didn't.
yeah.
But no one knows Star Wars
'Cause it's so
no one in this
dry. Get
room
it? But
knows
get
Star
it?
Wars like Garrett does.
But get it? And I was
Of course.
I was actually not
So
supposed
they
to be on
say
this
it.
episode this
When
week,
do they
but I
say
decided
it?
to stay.
I'm looking this up.
I
What in the Christ is a moisture
I
farm?
think it's in New Hope. I mean, they've said it multiple times. They've said moisture farms. They've talked
when
about moisture
do
farms.
they talk
Attack of the
about
Clones.
moisture farms? Mentioned only in Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. A moisture farm.
I've known that though before that. Like I've
believe
known
you.
it's a moisture farm before that.
So the moisture farms, it seems like makes appearances in a lot of the things, obviously.
Attack of the Clones, New Hope.
But they're not actually mentioned in any of the movies. Okay, so it's mentioned in Servants of the Empire, whatever the hell that is. Star Wars 2, Star Wars 5, Star Wars 33. What are those? Are they books? Comics.
Marvel and Star Wars. Man.
Yeah. Legends of Luke Skywalker audiobook. So it looks like they're not actually mentioned in the movies.
I guess I've just always known that.
That's what happens, Garrett, when you know too much.
That's
you know?
always been a.
You don't even.
That was never a.
You just are a moisture farmer now at this point. You don't even know. It's just been in your family for generations.
It's all the sweat.
That's funny. So
It is all this.
to celebrate not only Star Wars Week, we'll call it, right?
Yeah.
Star
Or
Wars Week.
Star Wars 365.
Star Wars,
Whatever.
right? But also, Disney has announced this week some incredible things
Yep.
that are going to be coming to the park.
Super exciting.
Garrett and Megan just got back from Batu a couple of weeks ago,
We did.
so this is like perfect timing
Yeah.
to share some of the things we've been learning. And there's a long history of Star Wars and Disney, beginning in Disneyland, circa 1987, and then in 1989, Florida got its first taste of the Force, and it's been a love affair ever since. In this week's episode, we're going to share what we love, where we've been, and most importantly, where we're going. And spoiler alert, it's a galaxy far, far away. So stay tuned. We're talking Star Wars.
Heck yeah! I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this episode.
Hey, Steph. Thanks for picking me up for drinks.
No problem. I saw there's this new cocktail bar that just opened. I thought we could try.
That sounds fun.
Here it is.
Ooh, gosh, this place looks exotic.
Wow, this place looks great. I feel like we've been transported to Havana or something.
I know, the energy here is like electric. Let's grab a cocktail and get the party started. I think that's the bartender, with her back to us. Excuse me, we would like a drink, please.
Whoa, Alyssa, is that you?
Oh, hey guys, I'm so happy to see you.
Us too, but what are you doing here?
Well, I found these bottles of Big Five rum and I just felt inspired to start mixing things up, you know? So I make myself this cocktail.
Uh-huh.
It's amazing. And next thing I know, I'm in this awesome social club surrounded by all these hip people and everyone wants some of my quality libations, you know? Here, try this and you'll get it.
Okay, bottoms up.
Wow, Alyssa, this is incredible. Such bold flavors and quality ingredients. It makes me want to kick back and celebrate.
No kidding. It's like a vacation in a glass. Alyssa, what's your secret?
I'm telling you, it's the Big Five rum, inspired by the social clubs of Havana in the 1950s. Big Five rums embody the laid-back, upbeat energy of Cuba's bustling social scene. Oh, and it's made in Florida, you guys.
Florida made.
Cuban inspired.
Enjoyed anywhere. Pick up a couple bottles and enjoy $5 off at big5rum.com using promo code JUSTADIP.
Cheers.
Cheers! And we're back. Should we all do, just to kind of like cue it up, we all do like a say our favorite Star Wars character. Should we do something?
Oh God, that's okay.
I'm not prepared.
That's my Chewbacca impression.
I have a tie.
Okay.
I have a tie.
Okay.
You want me to go first?
Sure.
Okay. It's between, I'll just say his name because no one's going to know his actual name. Either the Mandalorian or Ahsoka Tano, actually. Or Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's a three-way tie. Or
Okay,
Obi-Wan
which
Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Prequel Obi-Wan Kenobi.
What?
Prequel Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Okay, yeah. How do we feel about the prequels? Is this going too far?
Yes, I love them.
Yeah, I don't know what everyone's problem is.
Yeah.
I don't know what Jar Jar Binks is fine.
no,
He's fine.
I don't like him.
I don't like him.
He's
But
the worst part of the movies to me.
we can't get on this because it's going to last us the entire
I
episode.
know.
I'm sorry.
Maybe this should be a 3-part episode.
It could be because
Yeah, we'll touch on it.
I have so many things to say about
Say
the sequel
something.
trilogy.
See, let's not. Yeah.
Say
How the prequel
something.
trilogy is better than the sequel trilogy. It is.
The prequel trilogy
the
is better
sequel.
than the sequel trilogy. What does that mean?
The new ones.
The new
The
ones.
Force Awakens. The Rise
Really?
of Skywalker.
Yes, 100%. Yes, better storytelling, more like.
Okay,
depth in
here's what I'll say.
characters.
Yeah, there's definitely
Overall execution.
there's definitely more depth, but I feel like the sequel trilogy is more true to form.
I get that.
Like the prequels feel like its own like
Well, yeah,
world
and that's what
almost.
that's
Well,
kind
it
of
was
what they wanted it to
before-
do.
It was before. It was the way everything was before.
Okay, so maybe they're all perfect. Did you ever consider that then?
No, because
You know what
The
was
Last Jedi
great?
and Rise of Skywalker
Maybe
is
one of my favorites, Rogue One.
Oh
yes,
yeah,
it's in
everyone, that's like undisputed.
That's my
Really?
second favorite. Yeah,
Everyone
Okay.
loves Rogue One. It's perfect.
yeah. Well, third. I got to put Empire as number 2. So yeah, Rogue One's number 3.
Okay. All right. So favorite Star Wars character.
So I want to say, because you mentioned Ahsoka Tano.
Who was Ahsoka Tano? She the one with the little dangles or whatever?
She's from Clone
Yeah,
Wars. She was in Mandalorian.
She's Anakin's Padawan. Her lightsabers are the coolest, so I will say that I really like.
Doesn't
her
she
for
go
that.
like that?
She has dual lightsabers. One of them.
That's
one
what I
of,
did.
One of the handles. One of the handles is like a normal size one, and the other one's like a lot. The other lightsaber's a lot smaller, so it's a lot easier for combat.
Clearly.
She's an unbelievable character. A amazing backstory all through Clone Wars and everything.
I've never seen Clone Wars. Is that
And-
something you have to do?
Yes.
Is it on Disney Plus?
It is.
It's got a lot of fillers.
It has a lot of fillers.
But it definitely gives depth to characters.
The final
that are
season of
important,
Clone
like Ahsoka Tano.
the final season of Clone Wars, other than the 3 episodes in the middle, are some of the best animated TV I've watched.
I don't think I've watched that much animated TV.
Oh.
I love SpongeBob SquarePants.
It's pretty
No.
good.
No,
Anyway.
you're giving me extreme anxiety.
I'm sorry, I can't stop picking my forehead, you guys, at home.
No, yeah, Ahsoka Tano was a Jedi.
Okay,
and
Asante Sana, got
she
it.
was Anakin's Padawan, and you know how that goes. But she's been in the Star Wars lore from Clone Wars to Rebels to now the Mandalorian.
I thought so. Was she a youngling?
No, she wasn't. Well, I can't spoil anything.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
no
know
spoilers.
why she was not involved in Order 66.
Okay.
If you watch Clone Wars.
Okay.
The final season of Clone Wars, because Disney Plus, once Disney Plus came out, they announced that they were making a new season of Clone Wars.
Okay, so that's
Because
not out
Clone
yet.
Wars,
Okay.
it came out last year.
It did come out.
But
where was I?
all the seasons before
Quarantine.
were from like years ago, when it was on Cartoon Network.
Okay.
So like Disney Plus got all the rights to it, and then they made its own season. It was great.
Anyway,
Interesting.
my actual favorite character
Uh-huh.
is Queel.
Queel.
Queel's a Mandalorian.
Uh-huh.
He teaches him how to ride. What are they called? Those the
can't-
big
I can't
things
even
with
think- I can't
only
even
two
think of
legs.
the
Oh, he's the one that's like, I have spoken.
Yes,
Yeah.
and he's my favorite because I use that quote all the time now.
I mean, constant.
I have
Yeah.
spoken. I'm not sure why we're still talking about it. I have spoken.
Yeah. You know, I feel like if we're talking about like overall timeless characters, I feel like C-3PO is pretty strong.
I do like C-3PO.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Meet
really
the
like
sword.
K2SO
Meet the
in
sword.
Rogue One.
K2SO is
Yeah.
Big
great.
fan
Hilarious.
of K2SO.
Yeah. Really nice. I love droids.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mandalorian hates droids. Have you
Yes,
seen-
I know.
Oh, yeah, you've
That's
seen
why I had to feel like I had to say.
Yeah, I like them.
I love
Yeah.
them. C-3PO, human cyborg relations. I mean, what a great.
Oh,
Well,
he's great.
Yeah.
if we are keeping like all like TV and everything in on like our favorite Star Wars, it's the Mandalorian though.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
100%
Mandalorian's
the
everything.
Mandalorian.
It's excellent. I think it's personally my favorite Star Wars material.
I think it stands alone.
if you're
Yeah,
if we're not
it's
talking
unbelievable.
movies.
If like obviously
It's
there's the
unbelievable.
cool little like nods to the entire universe, but it
Yeah,
stands
it's
alone.
all about like them not like the stuff that like the area that no one really knows about,
Right. Love it.
and how the Empire kind of still was there even though it wasn't.
And it like, wow, I didn't know this was what this was going to turn into.
Yeah,
But
whatever.
It really puts Disney Plus in a position to do anything.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like the like streaming TV genre, like HBO and Netflix, it's so uber adult driven. You know,
Exactly.
and that's kind of exhausting. Like
you
you can
can
only
keep
see
it-
so many like
exactly.
swinging wieners around all the time before it's like,
Yeah.
you know, kind of boring. Like this is a family PG, incredible,
And you still can
TV
get some
show.
good like not violence isn't the right word, but action. Like, you're
Action.
still
Oh,
getting
yes.
good action. You're
thrills,
still getting
and
like,
story and
Exactly.
special effects, cinematic
Comedy,
quality
all of it. It's
TV.
got all of it.
Yeah,
exactly. If you've seen, all the stuff that they announced, it's incredible.
what TV?
Yeah, the TV, movies, everything that they've announced recently. They announced a series called Star Wars Visions that is going to be created it's an anthology series. It's going to be created by different anime
Animators,
creators.
Japanese animators.
Japanese animators. Sorry, yeah. Every
No,
single one of
that's
them is different.
perfect.
So
An anime almost sounds like animator.
It's changing. It's just changing the people that are going to be watching it, and like it's
Yeah.
bringing new people into
I
it.
love
It's
it.
gonna be really cool.
You know,
It's gonna be beautiful.
And it's like I so okay. Now getting back on track, thinking about like my first Star Wars memories. So my very first time I saw Star Wars, my dad.
Let's each go through our memories.
Let's see. Yeah, first
go ahead.
time you saw Star Wars. My dad brought me into my parents' bedroom, which is like where we got like pay-per-view and stuff, and like where the VCR was. Do you guys know what a VCR is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And my dad is like, your life is about to get changed. And I was like,
How old were you?
I was probably like 5, maybe 4.
So there wasn't much to.
Yeah, there wasn't a big foundation there as far as like life-changing moments. But I was like, all right, we'll see. And, and he was like watching me to see like
Exactly,
my reaction, and I can remember it's like, boo, 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 and the 2 moons.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait a minute. Pretty sure there's only 1 moon.
Where is this?
And he
taking
was
place?
like, wait, it's going to get weirder from here. And that's what I remember is like, wow, like it starts at 2 moons and now, that's it. The
completely just.
changes your life.
I don't really remember. I know that I was a teenager and I watched it like alone.
How do I remember when I was 4 and you don't remember when you were a
I
teenager?
have a terrible memory. If you've been listening at all, I'm pretty sure I've said that.
You
I
have.
think
you said it last week. Yeah.
If I recall, maybe I said it.
Mm-hmm.
I was a teenager, like probably alone in my room on my computer. My
Mm-hmm.
family they're not into that kind of stuff.
Oh, I know. I'm
At
familiar.
all.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it was just me, myself, and I.
Yeah.
And I
How
was
was
into
it?
it.
Where did you start?
And-
So
Where'd
it's
you start at?
you don't know.
Oh, well, to be fair, I did watch the Ewok movie as a kid before I watched
Oh, me
anything
too.
else.
Yeah.
Before I
I have
watched
a story
any
about that,
movies,
too.
Which is, I think, why it's my favorite, because it's like that was
Yeah.
really how I knew the Star Wars world. It
Good
was
films.
all about the
A
Ewoks.
little cutesy, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
They're so cute. I love them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I liked it. I watched it as a teenager, so that was in the 2010s. And I thought that the quality was poor. I was a little bit of a quality snob. But definitely ahead of its time. I mean,
But you're also you probably watched one of the special editions that came out in the 90s. So you are getting better quality than what you would have seen.
Remastered.
Yeah.
I've seen
Remastered.
the originals, which is really tough to find. Like I scoured the internet, I found the original to watch it. Oh my
Worth
god!
it?
Yeah, it's worth it, of course. But like, it was garbage, like garbage
yeah.
effects, which
Yeah.
like
That's
I
great.
can't really say much about
Right.
it. But like, yeah,
So the first time you saw Star Wars, Garrett.
I had seen. This is the thing with my family. Very opposite. Star Wars was part of like everything. Like my uncle was this huge Star Wars fan. He had all the action figures. Like made a lot of money off of them, and like so it was just always just kind of. I'd seen them. I saw Phantom Menace after I'd seen the original trilogy.
Okay.
And I saw the Phantom Menace in theaters when I was 2 years and 11 months old with my dad.
Wow. Do you remember any
Yes.
of it?
I
Wow.
remember walking out of the door to go to the theater because my dad was so
And you had
excited.
just learned how to walk.
Pretty much.
You've got a freak-like memory.
No, so we had always seen the original trilogy. Like that was just in our brain.
Yeah.
And I saw Phantom Menace for the first time, and that's when I saw Darth Maul. I saw Qui-Gon Jinn. I saw
Yes.
Anakin. I was like, I could be him.
Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman. That's a little weird. She was 14 in that.
Yeah, but so was I.
True.
Yeah, you know?
Forgot about that.
Like, then it's not weird.
True.
It'd be weirder for you because you were 2.
That was 2. Yeah.
Right.
But Natalie Portman in episode 2.
Anyway, she's a beautiful woman.
Yeah, it's an incredible experience whenever you get to see all.
And
of
a
them.
rapper.
I got
yeah?
it's hysterical.
Uh-huh.
I got to show Meggy the prequels.
I've seen them before.
But
I just
you'd never really like sat down.
Right,
and
I didn't
watched
really pay
them.
attention.
And I got
Right.
to watch them, and I watched how emotional she got during Revenge of the Sith,
Oof,
and
it
made
is
me so
good.
happy.
Emotional.
When Anakin
That's
goes
a very
the other
emotional
way.
movie.
And I was very, very disturbed by Palpatine. I had like never like really seen like the
Yeah.
kind of
Him become
You can't give
Palpatine.
up the high ground, you know?
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
everybody
But
knows that.
just saying, in Phantom Menace, Obi-Wan did not have the high ground. He cut Darth Maul's top half off.
Yeah.
He didn't have the high ground.
Maybe Obi-Wan's just the best. Do we ever think about
I'm a
that?
big fan of Obi-Wan, and I
I'm a big
wait-
fan of Ewan
cannot
McGregor.
Wait
I
for the series.
still
Yeah.
wish that Rey was a Kenobi. I'm still a little about it.
Yeah.
We can't. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into
Yeah.
it. I don't want to get into it.
So I think what makes a movie so much a part of like, or especially like in this series of movies, a universe, if you will, so special is that they are brought up in your families. You know, you get to, you know, parents get to show their kids, and then you get to rewatch them as an adult and experience them in a different way. And I think that's why the parks have been and always hopefully will be so successful, is that there's nothing more than you want or that you want as a kid than like, I want to be in the Millennium Falcon.
Yes.
I want a lightsaber. You know, you want to be transported into that world and have that fully immersive experience.
Yeah, I was actually watching something today. It wasn't necessarily about Star Wars, but it was about the parks. It was about essentially the history of Universal Studios, and they spoke about that. One thing they talked about was how when the Wizarding World of Harry Potter came out in Alan's Adventure, that changed everything.
Yeah.
That's the first thing you
Higher bar for
really,
sure.
You really think of it. That's the first thing that was immersive, like a really immersive
fully
thing.
immersive,
Like you had the wands, you had all of that kind of crap.
Yeah.
And then Diagon Alley came out, and that's how Batuu became a thing. That's how Star Wars Land became a thing. And that's why the Avengers campus is going to be a thing in a few months.
And like, screw California for taking
seriously.
that
Well,
from me.
screwed. I mean, it's not California's fault.
But Super Nintendo World?
No,
Yeah.
I want Avengers Campus.
Of course I want
Are you
that.
It'll
kidding
end.
me?
So there's a few years left on the contract with Universal, because Universal, like Disney, is not allowed to put any sort of Marvel
Right.
IP in Florida as
Yeah.
of right now. But that contract could change
And we're getting Guardians of the Galaxy, which is my favorite Marvel movie, personally.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that roller coaster looks like it's going to be pretty sick. So, anyway, being that you're absolutely right, the bar did not get raised for immersive experiences until the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. But let's go back in time just a smidge to 1989 when Star Tours opened in Disney's MGM Studios. Did you ever go to the park when it was Disney's MGM Studios? Yeah, same.
I don't remember.
So the thing that I always thought was weird, which I wasn't even necessarily aware of, was that the Star Tours ride just kind of like was there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There's no land.
Yeah.
No, like exactly. You're kind of just dumped into trying to buy into this whole experience. You know, you get the kind of queue a little bit, like you see the droids in the beginning.
You have.
But I think that's new.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fairly new. I remember the AT-AT being there for years.
I thought they were AT-ATs.
AT-AT. You're kidding.
I swear, I've only read it.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
AT-AT, AT-ST. Yeah.
They say it in Mandalorian.
AT-AT.
AT-AT.
Anyway, tomato, potato. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah. Tomato, P-O-T-A-T-O.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah. So Star Wars, or Star Tours rather, has also evolved over the years.
Oh, God.
It used to just be the one ride. If you've never, or the one, I guess, version of the ride. If you've ever been on, or if you've never been on it rather, it's a virtual
it's a
simulation ride. It's not 3D or 4D like they call it. It's just a screen. You sit down in the
you're in a ship
thing, right? You move around. It's a little bit sickening,
and it's
so like very much like Body Wars. If you were ever on Body Wars in Epcot, which doesn't exist anymore, they shrunk you down to
I remember that
the size of a human cell, and they shot you through someone's body. Nope.
Oh,
what?
I didn't know if it was related to Honey I Shrunk
Not
the
at all.
Kids.
There was a Honey I Shrunk the Kids show at Epcot though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so thank you.
Yeah, but not related. No relation.
Well, you said they shrunk you down. What am I supposed to think about that?
Same park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it the same park? Was it the same park?
Honey I Shrunk the Kids at Epcot.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
Star Tours. Star
Tours.
Yeah.
But now it's evolved.
A lot. It's evolved multiple times. I mean, it's coincided with movies and kind of everything in between. I mean, they have simulators that are in the prequels. They have simulators that are in.
How many are there total? So every time you get on it, you don't really know what experience you're going to get. I think there's 6.
Yeah, the one we went on, the last, we ended up in that last battle in Rise of Skywalker, right at the end of it. I think we did.
Megan's not sure.
I'm pretty sure we did.
Megan's not sure.
But like one of them is, the First Order chasing after you because they think you have a spy on the ship. It just all depends on which one you get on, and that I think that's the coolest thing ever. And honestly, I had just found that out.
Yeah,
pretty recently.
Yeah,
but it was different.
It's been like that for a little while. It's sort of like Tower of Terror. Every time the amount of drops and the way it drops you is a little bit different.
Yeah.
There's also a thing which I never got to experience called Star Wars Weekends. Do you guys know about this?
No.
Yeah.
It was designed to compete with Universal Studios shows. I don't even know what that means. But yeah, I never went. Starting in 1997, May and June. Yeah, but I don't know why. I don't know what about it was competing with that. In 1997, May and June would become Star Wars season at MGM Studios, with special events popping up on 4 consecutive weekends during the year. The event was like a Star Wars convention in the middle of the park. They allowed you to cosplay. There were special panels and guests. You could even meet Mark Hamill, who is Luke Skywalker to the layman. The event also featured precursors to contemporary Star Wars attraction, including a meet and greet with Darth Vader and Chewbacca. And then more recently, I was at the studios when this was going on, but I didn't get to experience it myself, was Jedi Training Academy.
No, I've heard of it.
Yeah. Basically, this is pretty cool. They'd pick your kid like out of, the audience, and the kid got to battle Darth Vader as a Jedi.
And then he's killed as a youngling.
No, and then you don't get your kid back.
He kills
I mean, the guy kills younglings. That's what he does. And then fast forward, we have Galaxy's Edge. So Galaxy's Edge was announced back in August 2015, and it was Disney's most...
Took that long.
Yeah, I know. Ambitious thing
Yeah, it
ever
took 4
of
years.
all freaking time. And it's so funny. Like, I remember when they announced it, and they were like, oh, it's coming to you in whatever, 2018, 2019. And I was like, okay, that might as well be never.
Yeah.
You know?
It's 2021.
Right. And here we are. So you guys actually got to experience Batuu pretty recently. So
Yeah.
why don't you tell us what that's like being on, another planet?
Well, we've been
A Star
blessed
Wars
enough
planet.
to do it 2 times in the past 2 years.
Yep.
So that was super cool.
Definitely looks otherworldly and like
it
a
is
unique
very-
terrain.
Speaking of terrain, real quick, fun fact.
please.
All of the droid tracks that are around Batuu are real. Like they're from the real droids that they use in the movies. Like
Get
they
outta here.
rolled them around.
That's so
the track,
cool.
just so
That's
you know.
really cool. I didn't
Just
know.
letting you know that.
That's
Oh,
really cool.
gosh, I love Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Would we
super
consider
cool.
that an Easter egg?
Yeah,
I think so. Okay, so paint us a picture for
Yeah.
people that haven't been there. How would you describe the
crazy
atmosphere?
thing is, so you've got on one side, one entrance to Batuu, you've got the Muppets show,
Right.
and then the other side you have Toy Story Land. So like
Right.
it's very different. Like it's
Like very contrasting.
so
to its
and you have an
surrounding.
entire immersive land.
Can
in
you
Toy
see the other lands
Not
from
really.
Batuu? Okay.
No.
No,
But you
can't.
can see Batuu from the other lands.
Okay.
So especially in Toy Story Land, that's a completely immersive area as well. So
Mm-hmm.
kind of rounding that corner and going into Batuu, like you really feel like you are going onto this new planet.
Cool.
And you've got the blue milk, you've got the green milk, I guess.
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
You have where Kylo Ren's ship is on like a stage where they do cool stuff and walk around the park.
And like the shops and stands look like almost like a weird like dirty like street market, but like up in another planet. It's hard
Right.
to describe.
Yeah. So first time we went, we got on. We were like, we are waiting in line. It was freezing cold. It was raining out, but we're like, we are getting on something. We went on Smugglers Run, and
And while you're waiting, is it alright?
Yeah.
They have like Rey or Chewbacca come out and like do things around the Millennium
Yes.
Falcon.
because like
So it's,
Millennium Falcon's like right there.
it's interactive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we
Lots of guest appearances and sudden appearances.
Right, by characters.
Smugglers
Yeah.
Run is very immersive as
Yeah,
well.
character
You're
appearances.
really in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. One person's a driver, one person's a shooter, one person's an engineer. Mm-hmm. You're all in the cockpit, and
Yeah.
it's really really cool.
It's a really cool ride. It's just a little short, but
It
it
is a
is
little
cool that like your experience is going to be different every time because you're like actually moving it. and
Right.
piloting
I was the
it.
driver.
That is neat.
I wasn't very good at it.
Pilot.
So there's 2 drivers and then there's a shooter.
Yeah,
one
sorry, yeah.
One goes up and down and one goes left and right. So there's
Cool.
like, some teamwork involved. And
Interesting.
Then there's the shooter.
Megan was the up and down. I was left and right.
I think so.
I think it's yeah.
That was better.
She was. She was.
So-
we each had beers, and she didn't finish hers, so I drank both the beers.
Do they drink
So he was
beer
drunk
on
driving.
Batuu?
I was drunk driving on.
Drunk flying.
I was drunk flying.
I bet
Drunk
Han does
piloting?
that a lot.
Han
Oh,
definitely does
definitely.
Yeah.
So I'm fine.
Okay.
So yeah, very immersive, very fun. The last time we went,
We woke up at like 6:45 in the morning.
Uh-huh.
If you know what we're talking about, you know what we did.
well, how about
I
so
know.
actually, this the second to last time we went, what did we do? The same thing. We got all the way to the park.
Well, this is before you could register at 7. You had to be in the park at 10 a.m.
Well, no, you had to be at the park. Yeah, you had
Yeah.
to be, but you had to be in the park to register.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
So
we did.
register for what, guys? I don't understand.
I mean, if you don't know, you're about to.
You're about to know.
So it's a
Rise of the
little-
Resistance.
Rise of the Resistance. So it's so popular they can't even have a line. Mm-hmm. You have to register in the morning. You also have a register time at like 1 in the afternoon. But we got there one time, and we
So
were
you
waiting.
can't like other fast passes.
No, you have
book
to have
this in
the
advance.
you have to have the My
do it
Disney
the day.
experience. You have to do it
Correct.
on that day.
Okay.
So tell them that story.
About not getting on?
Yeah.
You don't need to tell them that story.
How about the story about getting on?
Right. The first time
That
we didn't
sounds
get
like a
on,
lot
it
of
was
action.
very sad.
And this is a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Okay.
And then a few weeks ago, we tried to book it at 7 a.m. and we booked it. We got on.
And she got lucky number 7 was our group number.
Ooh. Okay.
And so right when the park opened, we were there.
So you
Yeah.
had to wake up at what time? 6:45 to get
Yeah.
this? Wow.
Yeah, at
Well, I just wanted to
7
be, like,
a.m.
awake
It like
and ready.
comes in
Okay.
at 7 a.m. You have to get it at 7 or like it's gonna. Sell.
And there will be another opening at 2, you know, depending on how quickly they get through the first boarding
Right.
booths.
Yeah.
So it's not a guarantee. I definitely recommend trying the 7 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So it is easily, 100% easily, like nothing even compares. It's the greatest experience I've ever had.
I agree. Best ride I've ever been on.
You said greatest experience you've ever had in your life. I mean, you said best
theme park.
ride.
Yeah. Sorry, theme park experience.
Okay, I was like, wow.
Sorry,
it's
greatest
long,
theme park
too.
experience.
It's a long ride.
Yeah, it's like 15,
it's worth
20
the wait
minutes.
because it's a long ride.
Okay, 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not 20, 15 probably.
Okay, that's long for a ride.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get a minute if you're lucky.
Yeah.
It was
Like Smugglers Run, basically.
Okay, so like if you're living under a rock and you don't want any spoilers, maybe fast forward a little bit.
Don't want any spoilers. Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I'm
why don't you give
them
some of like your favorite
give them a little spoiler hit, like right here, like
spoiler?
after we get done,
Spoiler.
just say like
Spoiler.
to avoid spoilers.
Spoiler. No, we're doing it right now.
Okay,
We
fine.
just
Spoiler.
said it.
Everybody, don't listen.
Stop for a second. Just
All right,
fast forward.
fast forward.
Fast forward.
At the I was gonna say at the end we'll tell you how much time you need to fast
That
forward.
doesn't make any
No.
sense. Just
Yeah.
you know what?
At least 30 seconds.
Just relax. You can have a little spoiler for a second.
So it's all. I mean, you move into 3 different ships in the entire ride.
Yes.
You're not just
Okay.
sitting the whole time. The first ship you're in, you're standing.
And like you know how like there's a lot of things like that in rides where you're like now
like a
in
pre-show.
like a room pre-show and
Yeah.
it's like you're not really on the ride yet. Every part of it like feels like you're kind of on the ride already.
Right.
Like, it's like a lot better than any kind of like time wasting thing.
Right.
Yeah.
The pre-show, like I guess the first ship you're in, you get captured and you walk into a room of stormtroopers.
You're escaping a planet that the First Order is about to arrive to. But when you try to escape, you get captured.
Wow.
And like a room of real people, like real stormtroopers, like and the First Order is like ordering you around and putting you in a prison cell and like.
Are you scared?
Yeah. They're mean.
And they were mean. But they can't be too mean.
Is it like Scared Straight, but in outer space?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
And then
What?
Sorry, I can't touch my forehead.
the resistance
Yeah.
comes in and saves you, and you get on these, and they have the same ride track, that magnetic ride track, that
Yes.
new one. They use that, and it's
Trackless ride system.
incredible.
Just like
Kylo-
Ratatouille.
Kylo Ren is trying to like, force compel you into telling him where the resistance base is.
Okay.
And then
And did you tell him?
of course not.
Okay, good.
And then they rescue you. And who is it that rescues? It's what's his name? He's like, it's a trap. That guy.
Yeah, the Octopus Man.
No, yeah.
What?
Are you talking about Admiral Akbar?
Yeah.
Admiral Akbar dies in episode 8.
Well, he's the same species
Yes,
as
it
Admiral
is.
Akbar.
Okay. Nice.
But yeah, Finn. You see Finn in there. There's like amazing
Right?
animatronics, and I mean, like
Do you see BB-8?
Yes.
Yeah, you do at the
Yes.
very beginning. Yeah,
He's a good guy.
it's
So you're like going all through the enemy ship on this like trackless vehicle.
Yeah.
And you're just escaping
They're shooting
Kylo
at
Ren
you,
left
you're
and
seeing,
right.
like,
They're shooting at you. You
Yeah.
see a
Yeah.
lightsaber carving through the ceiling. Literally, you see it carving through the ceiling.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
It was
I didn't know
insane.
that.
It was
That's
insane.
nuts.
I mean, it was a great theme park experience.
It was incredible.
Wow.
And,
Did
like,
you
we-
cheer at the end?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, then
Yeah.
you
Megan, we both cried.
escape on
You
on a pod. I did cry. You escape on a pod and you arrive through what very much looks
Hold
like.
on, can I just say something? You also cried on like Jimmy Fallon's
did.
drive through New
Listen.
York.
I just bumped into
I
you.
didn't though.
Sometimes I feel like I've said this on the pod before. And I
Uh-huh.
don't like defending myself all the time. But sometimes I'm just very moved at all of the magic and effort and wonder that goes into like these rides and how they just want to make people enjoy things.
I
It's
couldn't agree
nice
more.
to see all the investment and just letting people enjoy
Right.
things.
And-
Just people made that.
Right.
fun
for
fact.
you to enjoy it. Like, their goal was just
yeah.
to make people happy. Like, I love
Yes.
that about it.
And make a lot of money.
Well, obviously,
a
make a lot
ton.
of money. But I feel like when they're actually making it, like when the people that are working on it are actually making it, they're not thinking about the money they're going to make. They're going to think
Right, 'cause
about,
they're
wow,
not
this
gonna
is
make
so
it.
cool.
The
Like,
executives
this
are.
feels
Imagineers,
amazing.
baby.
you
This
know?
is where we lose Josh right here.
Sorry, Josh. Don't watch this. Listen to this
He
one.
might like Star Wars.
He might.
He might.
We
He
have
might.
to get him back on.
Real quick, fun fact: Star Wars: Rise of the Resistance occupies one of the largest show buildings for a single attraction in Disney history.
Yeah.
So that right there,
Right.
I mean, it's incredible.
I want to go back to the ending of the ride.
Okay.
You arrive in what clearly looks like, a rebel base, and they're like there to greet you, and they're like, "I'm so glad you made it." Like,
Like,
did
yeah,
it.
you don't.
and
don't
like you
get out
exit in a part that like people can't access. Like,
Right.
It's not like just you're back in.
You don't just get like
thick of
dumped
it.
out into
Yeah.
a gift shop.
Yeah,
Nice.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. Thank you.
yeah, crazy.
Dude, that's sick. Spoilers over, I guess.
Spoilers over.
Spoilers over. Although there's a lot of speculation to come. So here's what I think is important to answer. Mm-hmm. For people that aren't familiar with the IP, if that's possible, or don't like it, because that's possible, and maybe don't care so much about the whole, like, you know, I don't know, just the whole Star Wars thing. Yeah. Do you think that it's still worth a trip to Hollywood Studios to go to Batuu? Okay.
Yes. I think it.
Megan's making a face.
I think Rise of Resistance is. I think that is. I mean, if you like theme parks, yes.
Okay.
Because it's one of the greatest attractions ever. Like, it doesn't matter about the IP or anything like that. You can still be immersed in it. You will still be immersed in it. You have to be immersed in it. Mm-hmm. Like, it forces you to.
Rise of the Resistance is a really incredible ride. I do think that you would like it if you didn't like Star Wars. But I think if you don't think about Galaxy's Edge, Hollywood Studios is probably my least favorite Disney park.
Yeah,
I agree.
I really like Rock and Roller Coaster, great ride. Tower of Terror, great ride. But
that's the thing. I think like the different,
you have a few good
like
ones.
Pieces.
Food wise, though,
like the parts are greater than the sum.
Correct.
I think.
Agreed.
With Hollywood Studios.
Food
wise,
like
for Hollywood
a
Studios, it's like
park.
Have you been to Hollywood Brown Derby?
No.
I've heard it's like fine, but it's like not.
I mean, like not a sit
worth
down.
It's not worth.
Well,
the money.
I will say Woody's Lunchbox.
Yeah, Woody's Lunchbox.
And Toy Story Land has the best breakfast that you can get at the park for sure.
Yeah,
and
which is what
we haven't had the lunch, but the lunch is also supposed to be amazing. We got it was like tater tots with gravy.
Hash browns, but yeah, it was tater.
It was tater tots with gravy and meat. Like bacon?
And eggs. And
it was like a bowl?
Yeah, like a breakfast
with
bowl.
like scallions.
Yes.
And,
and they have like loaded tachos for lunch. So like not
all about
nachos.
I mean,
yeah.
And don't they have that like, it's supposed to be like a Pop-Tart kind of?
Yeah. They have a different flavor like depending on the season.
That's fun. Cool. Don't they have like a grilled cheese and soup too?
Yep.
Like good kind of comforty kid food.
The best counter service food you can get in the parks.
I think so too.
Isn't that where Toy Story Mania is?
Yeah. Right
yeah. So there's good stuff there.
There's the Ronto wrap in Galaxy's Edge. They have a breakfast
and like
one
it's
as
not it's not bad.
It's a little weird, and I don't think it's a crowd pleaser.
I think they use the same meat as for the dick butt.
And Garrett loves dick butt.
It's got two meats on it, which is what's so weird about it.
I don't know. It was like fine.
Did you guys go to Oga's Cantina while you were there?
No,
we tried. So real quick thing. So when we were there, we had time because we just gotten off rides, and it was 8:45 in the park hadn't even actually opened yet when we actually got into the ride. So we had a lot of time, so we went up to them and we're like, hey, like, I know we don't have a reservation or anything. We've been trying to look for a long time, but like, you know, are there any sort of like walk-in?
Did you tell them who you were?
No.
That you were Megan and Garrett from Just a Podcast in Paradise?
No.
Wow, you got to pull the card. You know, that's how we got to try the tomato margarita before anyone else in the world.
You said you were
literally. I was like, we know Gustavo.
You did it right.
We didn't know Gustavo didn't do Oga's Cantina.
Who knows? Let's get him on.
Oga. Yeah.
So
Oga sent me.
So we asked, and she was like, no, we don't have anything really available right now, but like,
she's like, there's just two of you.
She's like, there's two of you, right?
And I was like,
that's a tease.
Yeah, and she was like,
there's nothing specific right now, but seriously, like, please come back.
They have two people available, seats available like all the time, unexpectedly. Yeah. She's like, come back later because like probably we'll be able to see you.
No, it started pouring rain.
So we were like, we can't stay that long.
Like really pouring,
but
terrifying.
The point is, pro tip: if you're a group of 2 and you just check in with Oga's Cantina,
if you're in a group of 6, say that you're in 3 groups of 2.
Yes.
And sit all separate places.
Yeah, who cares?
I doubt they're gonna have availability for 3
groups of 2,
but sure.
But yeah, still haven't gotten to go to it, but I still haven't made a lightsaber either. So maybe those 2 on one trip.
I feel like I might cry if I made a lightsaber.
I will cry.
There's one thing I really don't like about Oga's Cantina, though.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm gonna say?
Yeah.
What?
Is that the drinks are like a pre-made mix. They don't make them.
How could they possibly keep up with that?
They could.
I know, but like I feel like if I'm gonna go to Oga's Cantina, like I want it to be like almost like a craft cocktail bar inside.
Yeah, I get it. But they're like kitschy, like the one.
Yeah, they're cool. They are
cool.
To switch it up a bit, I guess this counts as Florida. The new Disney cruise was just announced.
Yeah, right? Great segue. What's coming next? Disney Cruise. What is it? The
Disney
what do we
Dream?
call it? I thought it was the Disney Jealousy. Envy? The Disney...
It wasn't the... I guess
the Disney Covet.
I will be on it one day. But like what Megan said, they kind of do a lot of pre-made stuff at Oga's Cantina. This new cruise line for Disney has multiple different areas, including Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and stuff like that. But they have an adults-only bar that's Star Wars themed, and there's no windows or anything in it, so it's like you're in a ship, and you dock into different spaceports and everything like that.
Oh, that's sick!
And
I didn't know that.
And they make the cocktails that have to do with each planet.
That's so cool.
And they actually make them. So that's insane.
Yeah, so that's coming. It looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, it looks incredible.
And then this is, I think, a little bit more attainable for the people coming to Florida, but maybe not in this decade.
Maybe not.
But I do like, all right, I guess we'll get into it. So the Galactic Star Cruiser launches in 2022 at Walt Disney World Resort.
It did get pushed back. It was 2021, now it's 2022, which sucks.
Thanks, Corona. I wonder if there was COVID on Batu. So this is going to be like the ultimate faptacular for anyone that loves cosplaying, LARPing, Star Wars. I mean, I feel like even if you're not Star Wars isn't necessarily your thing, just the fact that you can be completely immersed in an experience for 2 days is gonna
it's a resort stay.
Send people over the edge.
It's the most immersive resort stay I've ever heard of in my life.
Right. So Garrett, tell us what to expect.
So the moment you get into the resort, I mean, you are completely, put right into Star Wars. There's no windows. You're in space.
Right.
You're on this luxury space.
Oh, Galactic Star Cruiser.
Terminal.
Well, how do you get there? You have to talk about that.
How do you get there? Can you read that? I'm sorry.
You're fine. So you go to a terminal. You take a launch pod to the Star Cruiser, and you open up, and there you're in it in all its glory.
Wow.
You can't just show up at the ship. You have to be brought to the ship. Very spacey.
So then the launch pod docks with a glamorous Star Cruiser known for exotic expeditions.
Yes, exactly. And airlock. Yeah, so when the launch pod's airlock slides open, it'll take your first step into a galaxy far, far away on the Galactic Cruiser. Everything kind of just comes to life there. During the stay aboard the glamorous ship, you may interact with an eclectric group
of characters
both familiar and new.
Possibly including the Star Cruiser's strong and charismatic captain.
I don't know who that is.
A plucky ship's mechanic.
Oh, I love plucky ship's mechanic.
And a galactic superstar who can captivate an entire room with the crook of one jewel-encrusted purple Twillick finger. I don't even know what the heck that is.
Do you understand why I said you should read this?
Yeah,
yep. You have to be a cunning linguist. Sorry, go ahead.
This singing sensation will be a featured performer during one of your exquisite dining experiences inside the Crown of Corellia dining room, which you can see. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, Corellia.
Corellia, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a supper
club. It says
club.
first class cuisine.
Yes.
Yeah, the food and drinks look like they're going to be spectacular.
All of it is included. Like, all of it is included in the price.
Right, it's like an all-inclusive resort. Yeah.
They're basing it kind of like how cruise ships are.
Right, yeah.
It's not like...
It's a Galactic Star Cruiser.
You can't have a one-night stay.
Right. And you can't have a 3-night stay.
Yeah.
You can only have a 2-night stay.
But the experience is fully planned out. That's why it's only 2 nights.
Right.
They're doing it all. You're on a schedule.
I'm going to be like 60 years old when we go.
And you'll have the opportunity to train in the ancient ways of the Jedi.
And this just actually announced yesterday.
Yeah.
So if you go to Savi's workshop in Batu, you can get a lightsaber, which we talked about. But there's a new lightsaber created. I don't know if it's just for hotel guests or what.
No one knows.
But they teased it. Yeah, and they released this trailer, and it's literally Rey turning around with a lightsaber, and it's the most realistic looking lightsaber I've ever seen.
It's coming out of the hilt.
Yeah.
Like it's not just a regular one.
Right.
My thought was that the characters are going to be using it.
I don't
know if you're going to be able to get it.
I don't think that they're going to allow it.
You get it?
Like lawyer wise.
Why? You don't think you can buy it?
I don't think that's going to happen. That's what I've read up on Reddit and everything. That
the characters are gonna have.
I think the characters and everything will have it, but you might be able to, use it in like the training at at the Galactic Star Cruiser, but I don't think they're going to actually have.
Well, I
these
freaking
specific
want
monsters.
it.
I do too.
But seeing it will be cool too.
You
Yeah.
can always steal it.
Yeah,
Punch
sure.
it right
I will
in the
say one
face.
thing about
So
the
it's-
Galactic Star Cruiser: the rooms don't look comfortable.
But it's a space.
Yeah, they're
ship.
small.
Like,
It's
a spaceship.
I will not be comfortable.
it's like
I will be happy the entire
Right.
time.
it's like that's what traveling in space would be like. But you also get a porthole to outer space, which is pretty neat. I feel like if I was a kid, I wouldn't sleep. I would just be staring at that all night. But yeah, it looks pretty incredible.
Yeah, and so I looked
pricing yet, I
I
don't
looked up like
No.
what the pricing might be, and it was like $1,400 to $3,300 per person.
Per person. Yeah. But
And then
for what you're getting, it sounds
yeah,
like
it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I will do it.
Yeah, I would like to do
I
it.
will
I'll
do
do
it.
it. Maybe we can.
Should we do a GoFundMe?
Maybe by that time we'll be
Famous
established as Dip crew members, and they'll just.
They'll be like, you have to.
We
We
like,
did
do
just
a
break
YouTube
4,000 followers on Instagram today. Yeah. Wait.
Oh, you don't have to
There it
press it
is.
each
That's
time.
it. It's ready to go.
I didn't know that.
Locked and loaded. So we're going to take a quick break,
Oh, really?
and when we come back, more.
More. It's my favorite episode ever. Saying.
Okay, Garrett, it's time for bed.
No. Wait. Can you tell me a story first?
All right, one story, and then it's nighty night for you. Do you remember the one about Meggy locks and the 3 cocktails?
Oh my gosh, I love this one.
Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Meggy Locks. She went for a walk on the beach. Pretty soon, she came upon a tiki bar. She sat down in the bar, and immediately she was served 3 beautiful cocktails. Meggy Locks can never resist a free drink. She tasted the first one and realized the straw was plastic.
No, plastic is terrible for the environment. I can't drink this.
So, she tasted the second drink.
Gross. The straw's all soggy, and all I taste is paper.
So, she tasted the last cocktail.
This hay straw is perfect.
She said happily and enjoyed the rest of her delicious margarita. Well, Garrett, what's the moral of the story?
That when you use hay straws, all natural, 100% biodegradable, gluten-free, and never soggy straws, you're actually doing your part to help take care of our planet. They can be tossed right in the compost bin after and will break down naturally and return to the circle of life.
That's right, big guy.
Good night, Steph.
Good night, Garrett. We can all sleep a little easier thanks to hay straws. Visit haystraws.com to find out more. All right, we're back.
Hey.
Hi.
Megan's just as confused as you are
Everyone is.
at home.
What could be
What
more?
is happening? So I figured in honor of this most momentous occasion, not only is it Star Wars week, not only did Disney announce a new lightsaber, not only do we have closer dates to the Galactic Star Cruiser, not only, what was the other thing?
I don't know.
The cruise. So much.
The cruise, yeah.
The cruise. And it's Cricket's birthday.
Whoop, whoop. Birthday Cricket.
If you follow us on Instagram, you probably want to follow Cricket.
You should.
At Just a Cricket in Paradise. He is one of our many pets, but he's also the youngest.
I thought it was just cricket in paradise.
Is it? Just a Cricket in Paradise. Yeah, it's Cricket in Paradise. But
Just a Cricket
he
in-
turned Juan today.
Juan.
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
So all of that together, I thought we could do a game time.
Very spacey.
It is.
If it's Star Wars trivia, it's not fair.
It's Star Wars at Disney trivia.
Also still not fair.
I don't know. You
I
never know.
also tried to make it as fair as I could and not just be like,
I
You know.
accept defeat preliminarily.
no,
Is
what
the
kind
right
of
word?
game is that?
come on.
I mean, I'm gonna play it, but I've already lost.
Just do it.
What are you, the Jacksonville Jaguars? Anyway, all right, here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready?
That was good.
Thanks. You ready? Just try.
I'm ready.
Can you just try a little.
I will try.
All right,
I will
so
try.
here's what I think. To buzz in, you go pew 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 pew. Right?
Can I go grrr instead?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Either.
You don't know what that is?
That's Chewbacca.
What is that?
It's not exactly right. It's more like.
Grrr, grrr, grrr.
Oh, it's so terrible. Okay, here we go. Whatever you do, you got to make the sound.
Okay, I'll make one sound.
I'm gonna make pew because it's faster.
Pew 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 pew. Or you can go.
Or we have to, if we do the
Yeah.
we have to do finger guns.
All right, here we go. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge spans more than 14 acres, making it the largest single-themed land expansion in Disney Parks history. This also marks the first time a 100% complete version of this has been built.
This is the.
This.
Oh, pew pew pew! Millennium Falcon.
That is correct! The Millennium Falcon.
I literally led him to figure out what the question was, so.
What did I do? What did you do?
You didn't even know what she was asking.
I didn't know what she was
Well,
asking.
maybe you're playing for the wrong team. Here we go. When guests enter the hangar bay of a Star Destroyer as part of Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, how many stormtroopers are waiting to greet you? 5, 15, 50, or 500?
Wow.
Megan?
15?
False.
50. It's 50. It's 50.
She took it.
She got it.
That's one and one.
Sorry.
Cricket growled.
You said 15?
I said 50.
You said 15 at
I
first.
didn't. The N was a mistake.
Did you look at the hanger? There were
She's
so
like
many.
5.
I was like, 50 seems crazy, but it must be
500 seems crazy. That one was silly.
50.
All right, here we go.
50.
So it's tied. It's tied. The largest settlement on the planet Batu is a stop for traders, adventurers, and smugglers traveling around the Outer Rim. What is the name of this settlement?
Didn't you say what?
Batu?
Nope. Batu is the planet.
Oh.
Wow.
Megan?
Galaxy's Edge?
Nope. Nope.
No, I don't know.
Black Spire Outpost?
That's what it. Damn it. Okay.
That's one of the reasons why I thought Black Ant Salt was so appropriate, but I didn't want to say it because I knew this was one of the questions.
No, I didn't know
Black Spire
Sorry.
Outpost.
Yeah.
All right.
It's dumb.
How do you ask where the where the bathroom is on the planet Batu?
What?
On the planet Batu, they have their own colloquialisms that they say, their own words, jargon, phrases, much like how we said bright suns.
I guess we haven't.
You don't
been
just
there
want to
enough.
ask for the bathroom. You want to ask for
the captain's throne.
false.
The Batuper, like pooper.
Ah, that's a good one. Half a point. It's the refresher. You want to ask for the refresher.
Ew, no, I didn't know that.
There's a few things that you might want to know. The hydrator is the water fountain. If you don't know the answer to something, you say only the ancients know.
Like
That does sound
cast
familiar. I
members.
feel like they say that.
And if you're leaving, you say till the spire. That means farewell.
Till the spire.
Yeah. And then you can say good journey to them. And that's all stuff.
Rise
We
of the
haven't
moon.
we haven't hung out there enough.
Yeah. You obviously have to hang out there more and ask where the bathroom is. And they'll be like, what's the bathroom?
The refresher.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello. What's
Refresh
back?
these. Anyway, go ahead.
Refresh
Refresh
these
these
rontos. What Academy Award-winning composer developed new theme music for Land?
You weren't even finished with the.
Okay,
question.
fine. Say it again.
What Academy Award-winning composer developed new theme music for the Land? Garrett still won.
Fine.
John Williams.
John Williams. That is correct. He does all the best musics.
He does.
A la Home Alone.
A la E.T.
Hello.
A la
Jurassic Park.
the first two Harry Potter movies.
Nice.
Jurassic
A
Park.
la
Yeah.
Jurassic Park, yes.
All right. Anyway, the
Who
ride.
did Jaws?
He did.
Okay.
There you go. The ride. Wait, what are they called? Banana smugglers? What is that thing? It's like underwear.
Slugs?
No, plum smugglers.
Hip huggers?
Plum
Oh.
smugglers.
What?
It's like really
You said
tight
underwear,
underwear.
like hip huggers?
Plum smugglers. The Millennium Falcon Plum Smugglers holds 6 guests at a time, 2 in each of 3 roles. What are the 3 roles?
Pew, pew,
Garrett?
pew. Engineer, pilot gunman?
So close.
Shooter.
We can't give it to him. It's not right.
Shooter's not right either.
Engineer, pilot, shooter?
No.
Shooter's not right either.
Shooter's not right.
Engineer.
Wow.
Megan?
Gunner.
Yes, that is correct! That is correct! I have no idea what the score is.
It's 2.5.
But it doesn't
to 2.
matter.
Megan.
Here we go.
I have 2.5. Okay, I got a half point for.
That's right.
But Tooper.
Super, right. Where can you find DJR3X, aka Rex, this former Starspeeder 3000 pilot droid from the original Star Tours attraction?
I was going to say Star Tours before you said
nope.
original Star Tours attraction.
Wow.
Megan?
Cantina?
That is correct!
Nice.
3.5 points!
That's what I was thinking.
Nice!
I was wrong. I was like, there's no way I could even almost win this.
You can. Here we go. This one's tough. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opened at Disney's Hollywood Studios at Disney World Resort just, I don't know, a while ago. Doesn't matter.
2019.
Guests can try
August 2019.
Blue Milk at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. In what film did this drink make its debut?
Pew, 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 pew,
Garrett?
pew. A New Hope.
That is correct!
So now it's 3.5 to 3?
Yeah.
3.5 to 3. This one's hard, guys. I might give... This is a 4-part answer.
I will just say, if it
Come on.
chronologically, if you're going to say when it debuted, it was Attack of the Clones, but like when it comes to like our years,
Turn his mic off.
it was A New Hope. But
It's too nerdy. So if you get any of these, you get a point for each one. That's how hard it is.
Wow, okay.
Okay. Lightsabers.
Yeah.
Custom lightsabers at Sabi's workshop
I'm not gonna get
are
into
built around the pieces, the little freaking jewels or whatever.
Kyber crystals.
Yeah. There's 4 different kinds, 4 different colors that represent different pieces of like the Force or whatever.
Yeah.
What are
the
they?
colors?
What? No. What do they represent?
Oh, what do they represent? Like, I know what they represent when it comes to why the Jedi have those colors, but not necessarily.
I don't know what that means. They
Like,
represent
I know
4 different things.
I know green represents, more force sensitive. Blue represents more, battle trained and utilizing of the saber. Purple is when you can utilize both dark and light. You can take, you can use the force from both sides, making you a more powerful fighter. And red is the dark side.
No.
Cool.
It's one word each. I'm just gonna throw some words out.
I told you that's what I know. I knew that.
I tried to like
Land, sea.
no, but I get where you're
Earth,
going.
wind, and fire.
Sort of.
Earth,
No. What?
ground.
Cricket wants attention for his birthday.
Okay.
Earth, ground. No.
Earth
No?
ground.
No.
Spirit.
No.
Endurance. Strength.
Power?
Red's power. Right?
Yeah.
Power, red's power.
Power and control, originally forged by dark-sided warriors. Dark-sided! This style features rumored remnants from the Sith homeworld and abandoned temples.
So I guess then the green would be tranquility?
No, you're thinking of the spa. Will there be a spa?
Maybe.
Star
It could
Cruiser?
be.
Just tell.
I'll just give you the other ones. Peace and justice.
That makes,
Elemental nature.
What's peace and justice?
Peace and justice is salvage scraps from fallen Jedi temples.
What color?
I don't know.
Oh,
Doesn't say.
tell you what color. Okay.
I didn't.
Interesting.
That wasn't part of the quiz.
We thought it was all
Protection and
color-based.
defense.
That's definitely blue.
And then elemental nature.
That's gotta be purple.
I was gonna say green.
Yeah.
It's
So which one's purple?
it's like briarlac trees or whatever, and
Which one's
Cartesian
purple?
whalebones.
But what's the thing about it? The purple.
Just go next.
Protection and
Do
defense.
the next
I don't know. No, that's it. So did Megan win?
Yeah, Megan won.
Megan
Really?
won.
No, I didn't really win.
All right, then it's tied.
We tied.
Okay, fine. We
There has been balance in the force.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
On the
All right,
light side.
everybody. Thank you for
I know you
tuning
know
in
that.
to Just a Podcast in Paradise. We're so happy that you took time out of your day to hang out with us. We would love it if you would subscribe so you don't miss an episode, and be sure to leave us a 5-star review if you enjoyed hanging out with us today. If If you're looking for a way to show us some love and copies of every week's cocktail recipe, check out our Patreon so we can continue to work hard to make your next Florida vacation the most memorable trip that you've ever had. You can also follow us on Instagram at Just Take a Dip for daily updates on what's happening around Florida, and check out our YouTube channel, Just a Day in Paradise, for destination ideas, restaurant reviews, unboxing things you might want to take on your next trip, and copycat recipes from some of our favorite places in paradise. We're wishing you a little bit of sunshine and bright moons or whatever, and hope to see you at Black Spire Outpost soon. Say goodbye, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye.
Hey, Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser. How about you have us come on and do a video for you?
Put us on the cruiser.
Rising
Cruiser.
moon.
Probably should.